turn the day. Hold up, we them boys.
Dream team.
Hold up, we them boys.
Ride your bitch.
Hold up, we making noise.
Ain't
Hold
nothing
up,
to say.
killing noise.
What's good, y'all? This is King Dre for the win from the official WeGameHere.com. This message has been brought to you and sponsored by the official WeGameHere.com. Woo! Man, oh man, I'm finally able to breathe because I am not playing Hardline right now. God, that game is so fucking frustrating. Man, let me just tell you that it is not, and it shouldn't be called Battlefield Hardline. It should be called something else. To me, it does the name Battlefield a disgrace. The things I'm saying, I'm about to say, is not to discourage you from getting the game. This is just my personal opinion because of how I play Battlefield. You know, when I play Battlefield 4, it's strategic. It's you switching up guns and switching up play styles to accommodate your team, and you know, sometimes your team's so dominant as infantry you could just sit in a tank and just chill, you know. But I understand one is military based and one is, you know, cops and robbers, more down to human, down to, you know, down level. It's not a high level where you got RPGs and SMARs and tanks and LAVs to take out armored vehicles or jets or planes in the sky. So I get that. Trust me, I get that. But it's the little things. It's the
hell they go?
It's the spawning. It's when you spawn and you spawn in high traffic areas. That is frustrating. It's when you spawn in the beginning of the game and there's not enough vehicles and it's you and 8 other people running from the base to the nearest flag. That shit makes no sense. It should be fucking enough vehicles or a vehicle with enough slots for people to hop into when, you know, when the game begins. That's frustrating. The weapons. I know there's not a lot of weapons because I played the beta. I already knew what was going to happen. I already knew what was going to take place. So not enough weapons is not an issue. The issue is these weapons are weak and far and in between. When I mean far and in between is that when you buy a gun, let's say you buy a gun from a robber, you cannot use that same gun for a cop. So I spend $30K on this P90 and I'm only allowed to use it as a robber. So when the next game comes and I'm a cop, I can't use, I lost 30K because it's a total bank. It's not like it's 2 separate banks, like a checking and savings. This shit is one bank. You spend 30K one place, you lose that 30K for the next place. So that was frustrating. Next, classes. The classes are, oh man, they're not even. It seems like it forces you to play operator. To me, I think operator has the best guns. I unlocked when I purchased the deluxe edition and the ACWR operator. L8 582 operator, that other SCAR or whatever the hell that gun name is, operator. Everything is fucking operator. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't purchase a deluxe edition to use operator. If you know me from Battlefield, I'm engineer or support mostly. Mostly engineer, rarely support, never assault, never sniper. So I didn't buy this game to be an operator. And at the same time, you don't have anything to take out armored vehicles or air vehicles like choppers and shit unless you're an engineer and you come with a high explosive round, a high explosive grenade launcher, and you know you get like 4 or 5 or whatever, and it takes like, I mean, you can shoot at the helicopter with your regular guns.
This nigga hit
But
me
who
with
does
this
that,
SA shit one
I mean,
shot.
you gotta. It's like it's.
God damn.
It forces you to change your playstyle that you're accustomed to for a Battlefield series.
What, Dust?
Like I said earlier,
I
I
told you
get
it's over there
that
somewhere.
it's cops and robbers, which means that, you know, they wouldn't have RPGs in their fucking
babe.
on their back, or you know, smalls or some type of fucking
He wore a hoodie with the
equipment to take out choppers and whatnot, or armored vehicles. So I mean, I get that, but at the same time I don't get that, because I believe that you shouldn't have to go around the map to look for a certain weapon, because that just takes you away from the game. Like, if you want to
why am I by myself at the
you know, if you're playing Blood Money, or if you're playing Conquest, you know, it just takes you away from the game to focus on one particular or two particular people in a chopper that's probably, you know, fucking shit up.
I'm at
So,
again.
You know, these are little gripes. Like I said, the spawning. I mentioned spawning. I mentioned customizations, or you know, classes. I mentioned you know, the effects of these weapons. You know, and these shit just fail across the board for me, man.
Get the fuck out of here. That was nice. I just took out like 6 people.
It's just like a spin-off. It's just like, you know, you got you know, one that's high quality, and then they just put this out there that's just, you know, it's under the same brand, but it's just a lower quality for people. Not saying that this game is for people who can't afford other games, because these games are the same price, or I'm just saying in the aspect of, you know, for people who think that Battlefield 4 is so slow that they would only play Battlefield if it was fast paced. So I mean, I had a lot of negatives. That's why my frustration was high. But the positives, let's touch the positives real quick. It is fast paced. It is fun. I mean, it is cool that you can jump in the cop car and hear music, or when a burglar pulls up, you hear the bass in the vehicles. That shit is cool. That keeps me interested. I'll play the game. You know, it makes me want to play the game and just experience that type of experience. I played the single player. I'm up to episode 2. It's cool. It's like straight out of Law and Order, because I watch Law and Order heavy, so it's like a Law and Order episode to me. It kept me intrigued. It just gives you the bare minimal, you know, teaches you how to crouch and jump and shoot, and it does take aspects from, to me, Metal Gear, where you can attract the enemy to a certain area, and then they'll, like, if you flick something or throw something over there, they'll go, and then they'll go over there, and then you sneak up on them and take them out. Sort of like Splinter Cell, where, you know, if they last seen you somewhere, that's where they'll last remember where you were at, and they'll go over there. You know, you can flick a bullet casing with the touchpad on the controller. I mean, it's cool. So it keeps me interested. I like the episodes. It's certain things about this game that just keeps me there just a little bit, because if I didn't have friends playing this game, trust me, I'd have been playing Battlefield 4 and not even think of this game. But I mean, I'm gonna continue to play. I was frustrated, and I think, you know, I'm gonna try to play this game different. I am. So that's just my first impressions. I'm gonna get updated impressions when I play these other modes. But I appreciate y'all taking the 10 minutes of your time and listening to me, and make sure you check out my other gameplays. I constantly load up gameplays as soon as I live stream. I'm always updating my gameplay catalog. So check me out. Keep King Dre for the win from the official WeGamingHere.com, and I'm out. 1.
PlayStation